It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Vikings on Thursday night.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to go down again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 43.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Man. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Trent McDuffie
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded right around his own 43. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 38 now. Here's second down at a yard. Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Niners at 12-1 now to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and 19.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But, Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a run with Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run again with Walker.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Purdy. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
21-0 our score after 1.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And this one is right down Broadway. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better. Akers hit. He coughs it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
To return, here's Agnew.
This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Trent McDuffie in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
At the 49ers' 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Completes this to Addison out left.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Man. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Able to find Willis. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Man.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Purdy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, 49ers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
49 yards.
And the 49ers just continue to roll. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
38. Vikings nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
To return, here's Agnew.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, man.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. To return, here's Agnew.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw on second down. Man.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Able to push his way through. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Man. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And out now come the Vikings.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a give. Akers running left. Up past the 30. 2nd down coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Man.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
A give for Walker running right.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And Walker has it. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Purdy on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
That brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Willis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ken Walker.
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
John Kaminsky drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Ball start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Walker.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Walker.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Walker.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Man. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Man. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.